So you've watched Black Clover and Fire Force, and now you've got a thing for nuns? Well then I've got a deck for you. Presenting Exosister. Welcome back to another episode of Rise to the Top. Today, I'm playing Exosister. Now what exactly does Exosister do? Exosister is an anti-meta deck that sort of locks your opponent out of the graveyard in the same way your girlfriend says no to you. They don't explicitly say it, but you know if you do the thing they're telling you not to do, there are going to be consequences. So what exactly does this mean in relation to this deck? So Exosister is a deck that basically functions through the effect of being able to plus whenever your opponent moves a card from the graveyard. Its main deck monsters all have the effect that if your opponent moves a card from the graveyard, you can sort of rank them up into one of their XYZ counterparts. The exception to this is Martha, who doesn't care who moves the card from the graveyard, and that one can just rank up by itself. Now, this deck traditionally was built to combat Teal elements, but since Teal elements have fallen off, this deck has sort of fallen back into rogue contention. I think it's pretty good. Same reason as I said with Sword Soul previously, it's because it's able to play an abundance of non-engine that is able to disrupt your opponent. What's very nice about this deck is that it's able to play the big three turn enders in D-Shifter, Maxx C, and Droll and Lockbird, which means that you essentially have, in this case, 7 auto wins in your deck. Let's jump into the replay so you can see that in action. I'm just gonna say it, don't care if I get demonetized, but this deck is fucking good. I love it. Can't recommend it enough. That is if you can afford it. Look at my screen, there's tons and 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 tons of ultra rares. Every time I post this deck on my channel, there's always one guy in the comments who says, wow, this deck is so expensive, look at that ultra rares, or something along those lines, and I can't blame them. Like, I think I had to dismantle 3 decks to get this. If you go 3 decks you're on playing and want to pick this up, I recommend it. Otherwise, like I said before, probably invest in meta. Yeah, I'm tired of my own voice right now. I'll see you guys in the next.